Contribution of statisticians in the development of statistics made by Vaishnavi Annasaheb, Punde FY Best say CSFF 21. Statistics. Statistics, from German, Statistik, original description of a state, a country. 1-2, is the discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data. 3-4-5, in applying statistics to a scientific, industrial, or social problem, it is conventional to begin with a statistical population or a statistical model to be studied. Population scan. Father of Indian statistics. Professor Prasanta Chandra Mahalanobis is also known as the father of Indian statistics. He was a physicist by training, a statistician by instinct, and a planner by conviction. His contributions were massive on the academic side as the builder of the Indian Statistical Institute, organizer of the Indian statistical systems, pioneer in the applications. Early life. Professor Prasanta Chandra Mahalanobis was born into a family well established in Calcutta, Kolkata, who were relatively wealthy and whose members were enterprising, adventurous, imbued with liberal Brahmo Samaj traditions, and active in all Bengali life. Education. He started his education at Brahmo Boys School, which was founded by his grandfather Guru Charan Mahalanobis in 1904. As a student, Professor Prasanta Chandra Mahalanobis never confined himself in his subject books. He was very establishment of Indian Statistical Institute. At the time, Professor Prasanta Chandra Mahalanobis was a professor of physics at Presidency College. He was highly involved in the work of statistics. He set up the statistical laboratory in the Baker Laboratory of Presidency College, Calcutta, in the early 1920s. In the initial phase, his statistical research was in anthropometry, in meteorology, and in problems of flood control in North Bengal and Orissa. Contribution to the field of statistics. The anthropometric studies led to the formulation of D2 statistic, known in statistical literature as Mahalanobis distance, which has proved to be a valuable tool not only in taxonomy but in many other fields including economics and geology. A rich field of research in multivariate analysis opened up. Sir Ronald Aylmer Fisher, R.A. Fisher, accepted this concept by giving it the name Mahalanobis T-square or Mahalanobis distance. Sir Ronald Fisher's on February 17, 1890. Ronald Fisher was born into a wealthy family in London, England, UK. He was the second of twins. His elder twin died shortly after birth. His father, George Fisher, was a hugely successful fine arts dealer who ran an auction house on par with Sotheby's or Christie's. KT. Education and intellectual influences. Ronald enrolled in Harrow School in Hampstead in 1904, the year his mother died. Despite this, he succeeded at Harrow, winning the Neild Medal in a school-wide mathematics essay competition in 1906. In October 1909, after receiving a scholarship, he began his studies at Cambridge. While studying mathematics and astronomy at Cambridge, he became interested in biology. He continued to be interested in eugenics, the science of enhancing the human. Early career. Fisher left Cambridge with no means of support and worked for a few months on a farm in Canada. He taught mathematics and physics at Rugby and other such schools between 1915 and 1919. In 1919, Fisher resigned as a mathematics teacher after being offered 2 jobs at the same time. Chief statistician at Galton Laboratories or statistician at the Rothamsted Agricultural Experiment Station. Rothamsted was the first agricultural research facility. Rothamsted Experimental Station, 1919 to 1933 edit. In 1919, he began working at the Rothamsted Experimental Station in Hertfordshire, where he would remain for 14 years. 14. He had been offered a position at the Galton Laboratory in University College London led by Carl Pearson, but instead accepted a temporary role at Rothamsted to investigate the possibility of analyzing the vast amount of crop data accumulated since 1842 from the classical field experiments. He analyzed the data recorded O. Fisher's 1924 article on a distribution yielding the error functions of several well-known statistics presented Pearson's chi-square test and William Gossett's student's t-distribution in the same framework as the Gaussian distribution, and is where he developed Fisher's z-distribution, a new statistical method commonly used decades later as the f-distribution. He pioneered the principles of the design of experiments and the statistics of small samples and the analysis of real data. Citation A.